FIFA has a new competitor. UFL just opened their beta. Cristiano Ronaldo invested in it as well. And I played it for a few hours already, and it's giving me the vibes of the older FIFAs. I've been playing Ultimate Team since 2009. Let me show you how to start up the game, how it looks. I'll tell you everything that I know already. I'll show you the team that I had after just a few hours. I will literally show you everything. And if I miss anything you still want to know or you have questions about, I reply on every question. And if there are enough questions, I might even make another video about it. But let's start. This is literally how you start up. It's just Ultimate Team, nothing else. So we got to give a name. There we go. We made the name and then we can continue. Kind of weird that you have to continue with square, but it is what it is. You have 4 captains to choose from. Either Ronaldo, KDB. I don't know why I would choose any of the others. On my other account, I went with Ronaldo. So here I will go with KDB. Just to have something different. And they have 3 formations to choose from. Don't worry, there are way more formations in game. This is just where you start with. So we're just gonna start with a 4-3-3. Nice and simple. I like the graphics, by the way. Look at the graphics. It's very nicely made in my opinion. And this is our starting team. Everyone has the same starting team at the moment for the beta. I don't know how it's going to be for the full game. They said that they're going to release the full game towards the end of the year. So we have to see how everything goes there. But obviously it's a beta. Things are going to be different. Things are going to be boosted. Things are going to be easier. You're going to be struggling with some things. But that's what a beta is about, to improve it. But yeah, this is the starting team. And then you start the actual game. Press to start. And this is it. I honestly think it looks sick. The menu looks very, very sick. It's very clean. As you can see, we start with 1 million CP, 2600 LP, and 0 RP. CP are credit points, which you get from playing games, completing objectives, stuff like that. The LP points are league points. Those are pretty much like the FIFA points, if you can translate it into that. You do have some, but you can buy like the team pass with it, which you can see here. And if we buy the team pass and we do the elite pass, you get more bonus, you get more stuff. It's 1000 points. Let's just buy it. And as you can see here, you have a lot of items here, including the RP points, which are reputation points. You get those by playing games and going higher up in the rankings. That's how you get those points. But here you have some boosts that you can use right away. Also some packs. We'll get to that in a second. But if you play this weekend, make sure you buy this. It's worth it. There are also a lot of challenges here that gives you a lot of points, including LP points. This one gives you 20,000 LP points. The reason for this is that the servers were down yesterday and they tweeted out that they're working on it, and they said, okay, here, compensation for you because you had to wait for us, which is already so much better than FIFA. They actually communicate, which is amazing. That's what I really like about it so far. But this is just an extra bonus. If you win one match, you get 20k bonus. Usually you don't have that. Usually you don't have many points of the LP points, but you also get a lot of credits here. As you can see, it's like one objective gives you 20 million credits. That sounds like a lot, right? But if we go to the market, this is where it's very different from EA. There is no online market. It's literally just like a catalog with all the players there are. And as you can see, Bellingham has 144 million credits and 170,000 reputation points. It's not like one of the two, no. So we cannot buy that yet. If you really start the game, what I advise you to do is go to value, press free agents only, and here you have multiple players that are for free. With the best one being Loco at the moment, you can literally just hold triangle, quick purchase, and you got him. He goes right away into your squad. And if we do that, if we look into the squad, this is the team we had, right? You can go to your reserves. You only have limited amount of spots. You need to buy more spots with the LP points to create more spaces, to have more players in your squad. But we have Loco right here. We can just switch that around with our left back. There we go. But let me head over to my other account so I can show you what I got already and show you the rest of the features in this game. There we go. We're on my other account. As you can see, the numbers are up a lot. We have 224 million credits, 22,000 LP points because I claimed the compensation already, and we have 72,000 RP points. As you can see in the top left as well, those are boosts. We have 64 games of credit boost, 58 games of RP boost, and 54 games of XP boost. They are important to progress a lot. And the reason why I have that is because with the team pass, I bought all the boosters. I bought everything we can. It stacks on top of each other, and that's why the numbers go up. And this is currently my club. As you can see, it's a big difference with what we had because they have skins. They look different, right? We are used to the ones that Dani Gomez has, like nothing at all on it. But what you can do is, I'll show you how to get the skins. If you add a skin, this is what we currently have in the club, and they give boost to something. This one gives 6 reputation points. This one gives experience, energy boost, different types of things, right? So what we can say is we choose this one and we apply it to the player. And then if we go back, he has it on him. And how do you get those skins? From the store. That's where the store comes into play. The store, you can't buy players. You can't pack players. Let's say that way. You can only get players from the transfer market that I showed you earlier. Here, you can open packs. You can open it with credits, which is the cheapest in that way because you get a lot of those points. Let's open it. And this is how it looks. You open it up. You get 3 different cards. Here, they're all just already given. Between 1 and 90 rated, 1 and 70 rated. That's where you can put those position players in. I'm gonna open this one. We got the compensation. We have a lot of LP points. I'm gonna open one of these. These have 8 different skins. So this is a big pack. The biggest pack they have so far. And then it opens up. And there should be a few left unturned, I wanted to say. But we got very unlucky here. So let me open one more. If you open this one. So far, every time I had one that was left unturned. There we go. We have one that is left unturned. Which means this is going to be an epic or legendary card. Specific to one player. And let's see what we get. It's purple, so it's an epic. For its Spinazzola, 80 rated. So if we would have a Spinazzola, and let me show you what I have in my library already. We also have an Mbappe card, but I need to buy Mbappe for that, and I don't have enough yet. For example, the Skriniar one, I bought Skriniar to put it on him. The card designs are amazing. The skin designs are very, very cool in my opinion. But look at the skin designs, like they move, especially the legendary ones. We also have a Haaland, Isco. I can actually buy Isco at the moment. I do have enough to buy him, so we will do that in a second. But here we have multiple different ones, specifically for certain players. And if we would have a player like that, you can put it on them and they give an extra boost. If we look at the Skriniar one, for example, it gives me 100 experience points, 30% energy boost, and 25 RP points. So the legendary ones obviously give a lot more. But let me open one more, and I kind of want to get a good one, you know? Kind of want to get a legendary one to show you guys. Look, this is a good pack because here we have 3 specific players. 3 of them that we need to open. This is a legendary one. Look at that. Azpilicueta is, of course, a low-rated player. We can get him for very cheap as well, but he has a legendary card now to give more boost. Let's open the next one. This is an epic one. Chesney. I'm pretty sure we already have one for Chesney, but I don't know if it's this specific one. You can get dupes at the moment, so I don't know if they're gonna do something about it in the future, but right now you can just get dupes. And the last one, is it gonna be another legendary one? No. And it's a 70 rate. Okay, that's not what we want. I'll open one more, and then no matter what, we're gonna buy a player. There we go. Opening it up. We have 3 to open. Hopefully, at least one is gonna be legendary. The first one is legendary right away, and Sterling. 87 rated Sterling. If we would buy him, if we have enough for him, and I don't think we do. I think I need to play like a few more games to get enough. We could buy him and put that on him. Next one. That's an epic one for Nkunku. Like, the skins look very cool. There are specific skins that are way cooler, but can we get another legendary one? Maybe we do. Bellingham, 91 Bellingham with a legendary card. That is what you want. Those are the kind of things. Obviously, they're very expensive to buy on the market. But if you at some point get one of those cards, you can put it on and they give a lot of boosts. And with those boosts, you can buy more and more players. But for example, Sterling, we cannot afford yet. Credit point wise, yes, we can, but we don't have enough reputation points because I didn't play enough yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy Isco. You can go to your transfer market or you can buy it straight from here. I'm going to buy him. It costs 56 million credits, 69,000 RP points. Let's buy it. It's almost everything we have in RP points. And then we can say apply skin. And now if we go to my club, I can go to my reserves and there we have Isco. We can swap him with this guy here. And we have now an Isco in the team. As you can see, there are also some players with stars, right? Like, for example, the player we just got rid of has 2 stars. That means they have 2 different skills. And you can apply it however you want it to apply. You can choose, and they give a boost. If we, for example, go to my Tomori, there you can see that the star is blinking. This means that we have 1 available. We go to there and we can choose which skill we want to use. Do we want to give him more stamina? Do we want to give him free kicks? It's a center back. I don't want that. I want something defensively. Adds +5 to players' tackles. So if we go to the player info, right now his tackles is 87. If we put that on it, he goes to 92. And there are even options to add another position for him. Because if you play them out of position, you get a position penalty. But here, if you say like, I want Tomori as a CDM, you can add it on him. But let's add 5 to his tackles. Then his tackles are 92. As you can see, you see 87 +5, and that's how you can upgrade players. Here I have a 63 rated that is now 3 stars. The lower rates are easier to rank up, but obviously you want the better players in the end. And as you can see with Ronaldo, we have 54,000 XP out of the 85,000. Once it reaches the 85,000, he gets a star and you can boost a certain stat. And as you can see with Ronaldo, you have a lot of options what you can use on him. And one example that you might want to use, player bends curling shots better. If we add this one on him, his shots are going to be OP because finesse shots at the moment are very OP in the gameplay. We'll play a game in a second. But this is how you build your team. And in my opinion, it looks very cool. And then especially with like the screenier one, look at the movement of the card. It has so much animation to it. And there's specific ones. There's also one for Ronaldo. As you can see here, this is the starting screen of a game. And he has the best one of Ronaldo with a goat behind him, and it just looks so sick. Those are the kind of legendary cards that you want to pack. But so far, we just have a generic one, not specifically for Ronaldo. And I think what we're going to keep it on is the experience points because we want to upgrade him more and more if possible, even though the RP points are very important as well for us. So we might change it to RP points for now and apply that one on him, because that way we can buy very quick other players. But as you can see on the left, it looks very similar to FIFA in certain things. If we go R1 to here, you have all the different formations. All the formations that they have at the moment, and most of them look very similar to the ones we're used to. But for now, I'll just keep it in the 4-3-3 that we have. Here you can use the tactics. It's very similar to what we're used to again. Duties, these are instructions, just call a little different. And besides the formations, you also have balanced attacking and defensive option per formation. So you can set different things there. You can go to a defensive, balanced, or attacking way, just like we used to, but you only have 3 options. And then obviously the roles that you can set as well. It's very similar to what we used to, so it makes it very easy to use. But what is an extra thing is customizations. You can have a kit. We have the basic ones right now. You have different presets that you can use, and you can adjust a lot of things here. Like if we want, we can buy it with the LP points as well. If we're like, oh, I want different boots, let's buy them, and then you can use them. And what you can even do is you go to player settings and set per player if you want them to be 2-layered, short sleeves, long sleeves, tucked in, not tucked in, slim fit, and the socks if you want them long or short. You can all adjust it yourself if you want to, which is kind of cool that you can do that. The squad number you can do. You even can give them individual different boots. You can make sure that all of them rock with the same one, or your specific player, let's say Ronaldo, you give him only different types of boots, so it's very easy to recognize what your player is. And even for the goalies, the glove you can change. So in my opinion, that's very cool. There are also stadiums that you can buy, and then you have like different scenery. Looks pretty cool. The only downside is there's not much licensed, and that's what's gonna be with almost every game that is not FIFA. They won't be able to get most of the licenses. So we do have the players, but you don't have the teams. You don't have the kit of Real Madrid or something like that, for example. So that's something you need to get used to a bit. Maybe they can make a deal and they get some of the licensing in the future, but right now that's how it is. And then before we head into a game, you also have the settings, which is very, very similar to FIFA. You don't have to change any setting and you can play just like you used to in FIFA. A different thing though, there are not as many skill moves at the moment. There are just a few. By far the most OP one is the ball roll. That's the only thing you really need to know. It's at the moment not really gameplay that you want to skill a lot. You don't even want to sprint a lot because that's still very clunky. It's literally just pause and shoot. That's what you don't want to do. You walk a little bit, you do some passing plays, and then you shoot, and then you score. That's pretty much what it is. You only have 4 celebrations so far with R2 and then X, circle, triangle, square. If it didn't give it away yet, yes, I'm on a PS5. And you have some basic options that you can change. Camera, you only have 2 different cameras. One very far away, one broadcast, which is a little bit closer. These are currently the settings that I have on it, but I might still change it. I still need to play more games. Crossplay is on. There's some music. It's very basic, and that's nice. It's easy to play. But yeah, let me head into a game. This is how it looks when you're searching for a match. It's literally just divisions. I will show you after this game how it looks and what you can get with it. Here we can see the boost. Here we can see that we're searching for a player. Opponent is fouled, and then you go to a different screen. There we go. Do you want to accept or decline? You have an option here, so if you see a certain name, you can decline. I don't know if you want to keep that per se, but sure. And then we have here what you can choose, the basic kit and then the away kit. Otherwise, we have the same one. And now you will see them give each other a handshake or a fist bump or whatever. And now we see their team, we see their squad cost, and we see their season stats. How many wins, how many losses, so you have an idea on how they play. And this is the team they have. It looks like a very good team. We still have some silvers and bronzes if you put it in FIFA terms in that way in the team. We still need to upgrade that, but we have some bigger players. So let's see how it goes. I'm gonna load it in. And if you look at the graphics, for this company, it's literally their first game. They have a small team. It actually looks better than I expected. Obviously, the graphics of FIFA, everything of FIFA is probably better. But if you look at it this way, you don't see much of a difference, right? It's just the gameplay that feels a little bit different. Actually, a lot different. But here we go. And you know what? We get the ball. You do some passing plays. You get it back and you try to shoot. Because skill moves are a little bit unresponsive. Sprinting, I will show you what sprinting looks like if I do it. Defending is a very big difference, by the way, because defending is right now very manual, which I like. You can't really let the AI defend for you. You need to do it yourself. And you get rewarded if you do it yourself, which is amazing. That's what you want. The skill level goes up because of that. But if you expect this to be a game that is exactly the same feel as FIFA and you can do as much with that as with FIFA, no, you cannot yet. But that's why it's a beta as well. They want to improve. They give now the opportunity for us to play. And based on our feedback, they're going to adjust stuff and improve stuff. So everyone who you see complaining in comment sections, in videos, whatever, they expect it to be FIFA. And as I say that, he scores kind of FIFA goal. But, you know, you can't expect for a company that literally has their first game that it is perfect in a beta. Later in the year, when the game is going to come out, I think they improved a lot already. And otherwise, they have an entire year to improve and bring out the next game the next year. It's going to be free to play, so you might as well give it a try when it comes out, right? That's the nice thing. They're going to make it free to play. And by that time, they just improved a lot. So if you see a lot of people hating on this game, they don't want to have fun. They want to play in the most meta way possible like they used in FIFA. That's the feeling I have on all the comments that I've read over multiple videos. And this is what I mean with the sprinting. It feels very slow. You can better not use the sprint button. Try to avoid it at almost any point and just do some passing plays. And like I said, the only thing that you want to do is a ball roll. The ball roll feels very good. And then you do some passing plays. That might be offside. It's not. And then we shoot and we score. And let's do a celebration. Let's see how that looks like. Okay, if I don't press anything with Ronaldo, he does the Sue. But right now, this is one of the 4 celebrations you can do. Like I said, the graphics look good. You can't complain about the graphics. And at halftime, you see all the stats, which is also quite cool. You can change your settings. But as I can see, because I already played a few games, my stamina of a lot of players is very low. So we might need to swap some players out next game in order to have more stamina. But since we don't sprint anyways, it doesn't really matter too much at the moment. I feel like that comes more into play if you want to sprint more. Yeah, let me try to show you the finesse shot as well. They are very OP at the moment. That was a very close one. So I feel like that, when the gameplay is actually going to be adjusted, those are the kind of things that need to be addressed, because it's very easy to score like that and it doesn't look like they put a lot of power into it, but it's very powerful. And this is Di Maria, for example. The player faces are not great of most of the players, but that might come still. It's a beta. It's about the game, about the gameplay, how everything feels, and the rest will come. And with the free kicks, I know it's very far. It has the old design of free kicks. Like you can literally aim it, which is very nice. It's very different and it feels even more OG, you know? But yeah, we drew this game and let me show you what happens then. Here you can see what we got from it. We got 31 million credits, 11,000 RP points. If it would have been a win, we would have gotten more. And we also have an option, energy auto recover. If you enable that, it will cost you some credits, but at least my players that were now tired won't be tired anymore. So let's continue. We now go to the club again. You can see that all their energy is completely full again. So you don't need to swap out players. You can just spend a little bit of credits and you get your energy back. I apparently had that disabled before. But if we go to the divisions, here you can see that I just drew the game. Before that I lost and I won some games. Then I promoted through some ranks. And every time you go into a higher division, you get 20,000 reputation points. And that can get you new players. So yeah, if you keep on playing this, it's gonna be fine. And we go to details. First, you have the qualification. Then you get to a league. And after that, if you want to progress, you need to have a winning streak in order to go up to the next division. And you have a losing streak if you will go down to a lower division. So that's also kind of cool. Don't know. It could be very frustrating once the full game is out, because if you need a win streak and then one game is just not going your way, then you need to play all those games again rather than just going back one game and then you need to win 2 games again, you know? But it might make it a little bit harder to go up into the divisions, and then it's maybe better matchmaking. I don't know. And these are all the ranks we have. You start with qualification and then you just go through the ranks, and the highest one is Premier. And the player who won the last round of games in the last division goes to the Premier division. Not really sure what that means. Let me know in the comments if you understand what this means. But you also have a season rating play if you're in the Premier Division. The higher rank you are, the more points you get and the more rewards you get. So that is also cool. It's like a top 100 kind of thing. So for the really pro players, they can focus on that and get better rewards. But yeah, here you can see everything that happened. And if we keep on playing that and keep on finishing challenges, we get a lot of stuff and we can improve the team a lot. So far, I'm really enjoying it. And I know the gameplay isn't crazy. It's not amazing, whatever. But you can't expect that from a beta. We're all here to play the game, to have something else other than FIFA, which is already a lot of fun. It brings back memories for me from the old days. Actually building up your team. Not having right away an insane team with all the packs EA releases. No, you actually have to build it up, which I think is a very cool concept. The skin ones, I don't mind either. Like, obviously, I kind of miss packing a player, but I don't mind this. It feels like a grind. Obviously, we get more now than we would when the full game releases, I'm pretty sure. Otherwise, it would go kind of quick, but they probably push a few months of progression into like 3 days, since we can only play this for 3 days. So I think that's a very cool thing. Then we can also play with the higher rated players, the lower rated players, and build it up. But today and tomorrow, the last 2 days of this beta, I'm gonna play this on stream. So if you want to tune in on Twitch, feel free to click the link in the description, head over there, and we can vibe together on this game and build up as good as a team as possible and just have fun. Bring back the old days. It feels very good. Obviously, there's a lot of work to do, but that's where beta is for. But I can't wait to see what they're gonna change in the coming months, and when the game comes out, it's gonna be free to play, and we're gonna give it a go probably. Hopefully you found this interesting. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments if you have any other questions about this game, anything you want to see, and I might make another video of it later this week and answer all those questions. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.